in 2012. So now we're down to the last team. Please give a big hand for team Ecological Hollow Blocks from Asian Institute of Management, Philippines. So let me remind the team, you have 30 minutes to do your presentations, during which the judges can ask you questions after 5 minutes. You receive 3 time notifications from these two lovely ladies in front. One at 5 minutes after you started to allow for the interactive session, and then 3 minutes and 1 minute before the end. Okay. So again, for audience, please turn off all your mobile devices and please do not leave the room. So, the team, are you ready?
Yes. Yes, we're
Ready?
ready.
Okay. So we start the clock as soon as you start. Good luck.
Sawadika, ladies, gentlemen, and distinguished judges. It's not. It's not moving. Yeah.
Can somebody please help with?
Can we
Excuse
have
me, can
the
we ask for a restart? The clicker is not working. Sorry about that.
yes?
Okay. So sorry about that. We'll restart that one. So your time is start now.
Thank you. Um, we are here today with a proposal to help reduce homelessness using materials. We are here today with the proposal to help reduce homelessness in the Philippines or in homelessness using materials found in landfills and garbage dumps. In the Philippines, for example, 1.3 million Filipinos are homeless, and only 42% of Filipinos own the houses they live in. Many live in high risk areas where they are vulnerable to man made and natural disasters. I am Christopher Duque. We are EcoBlock Philippines. And our mission is to provide innovative solutions to construction materials by partnering with NGOs, government, and private developers. We help provide affordable and safe homes. We help save the environment, and we provide better quality of life for our stakeholders. In the island of Luzon, Philippines, our target markets build 545,000 homes, which they will do within the next year, and many projects are earmarked within the next 5 years. They require 306 million hollow blocks within the next year, which grows annually at 10% per year. There is a gap between the demand for hollow blocks and the supply of construction materials, which only grows at 5% per year. Within our target markets, the NGO market is bigger than the socialized housing developer market, but can absorb faster our product. Our primary partner will be Gawad Kalinga, an NGO whose holistic approach to community development has been adopted in 12 countries. In the Philippines, they will build 100,000 homes within the next year. And to meet our financial targets, our company only needs to supply them 8% of their hollow block needs within the next year, which will increase to 13% of their hollow block needs in our 5th year of operations. Now, here is Mr. Alan Fernandez to talk more about our venture.
Yes, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we'll be manufacturing these ecological hollow blocks by replacing the sand and gravel component of a common concrete hollow block with shredded PET bottles. Studies have shown that in doing this, we'll actually produce a product which is lighter, which will result in a better handling, faster installation time, and again, will result to faster delivery of homes to homeowners or the beneficiaries of these homes by the NGOs. And it will also produce a smoother block, which will need lesser plastering, less paint for finishing, and it will also be load-bearing, which again will require less cement and less rebar needed in wall construction. All this will translate to about 21% savings in wall construction, and it will be beneficial. These savings will be beneficial to the NGO that we will be partnering with that aim to provide 1.3 families, the underprivileged and homeless families with homes. And also, to add to that, we'll be reusing 2.9 million kilograms of PET bottles per year, which would have just eventually ended up in landfills. And with an initial investment of $523,000, we'll have a payback period of 2.5 years, and we will also have an IRR of 42%. Now here's Joy to discuss more on our marketing strategy.
Good morning. For the company's marketing strategy, we segmented the market based on the motivation to purchase. For NGOs and the government, every centavo of savings counts. So for our first segment, Gawad Kalinga, we will directly sell the product by entering into a memorandum of agreement for us to guarantee 30% of Gawad Kalinga's requirement for the next 5 years. In addition to that, we will donate 1 MRF for every 1,000 home project. This will address 3 areas in the development model of Gawad Kalinga: infrastructure, environment, and social entrepreneurship. On March 21, we already have a meeting with Gawad Kalinga to present and test our concept to our primary partner. Industry players that develop residential and commercial developments have 3 considerations in choosing what construction material to use. That's quality, speed, and cost. So, for EHB being a new product, to create brand awareness, we are covering all of this, not only to showcase the product's effect on construction cost, but also to highlight the additional benefits shown in this table that will make EHB as a better alternative than CHB. These features were presented to industry players that we interview, and based on these interviews, EHB will have a potential for acceptability in the market. We will tell the commercial market that that the portion of the amount that they will pay for every hollow block will be donated to Gawad Kalinga as part of their seed capital for their social entrepreneurship programs. Now, how will this venture use garbage as a component for a new product? I would like to call on Mr. Alan Fernandez again to discuss operations.
Before you go
yes.
on.
Oh, sorry. May I ask back regarding your product, where did you get the technology to get this PET plastic to replace sand, and did you go through all kind of tests and everything that the product is really ready to launch into the commercial level?
Yes, actually, ma'am, the technology or the manufacturing process is not actually very high-tech. It follows the normal manufacturing process of a concrete hollow block, but we'll just replace the aggregate. The sand and gravel will be partially replaced by the PET bottles. And yes, there were studies already that have been conducted. One is in Germany, and the other one is in Italy. That these using PET material as an aggregate will actually produce a lighter, equally strong product compared to the concrete hollow block.
Which means that anybody can do it, right? There is no sort of right to protect that you are the only one who can make this product.
Yes.
Yes, actually, we want other people to copy it based on our mission vision, intending partnership with NGOs and the government, uh, we want them to copy the product to help us in building sustainable communities for the Philippines.
May I ask more about the product itself? Philippines, you have typhoon, a lot of rain. You don't mention about the water resistance and wind resistance. Have you any tests about this?
Yes, ma'am. Tests actually show that the water absorption capability compared to the concrete hollow block is actually 21 to 27% lower than the typical CHB. And there were tests already conducted with that.
Typhoon.
It's equally strong, so it's just the same as a commercial, as a concrete hollow block. It's the benefits are the same with regards to building, using it as construction material. But the advantages there are, it is lighter. It is like, as mentioned earlier, those are the advantages that we'll be offering, that the product is offering.
Why isn't the combination of PET in the block already being used? Would you be the first one who would be introducing that combination?
The first one, if we're talking about the Philippines, yes, we will be.
Why isn't it already being used if the technology is that simple?
Um, in the Philippines, there are already products that use other materials like wood chips, rice husks, hay, and other biomass products there. But actually, we really do not know why other people have not picked it up yet.
So there's a lot of different choices outside
Yes.
of the PET.
Yes,
but you
but
would
the-
prefer to use a PET because you can collect it readily. Is that correct?
Aside from that, aside from being readily available, the products or the blocks that use the biomass or the wood shavings and the rice husks were proven to be not load bearing. So they cannot be used in constructing homes.
Okay.
They can be used in constructing like plant boxes or sidewalks, but definitely not homes.
So actually, those manufacturers who produce the existing product that they use, the normal concrete block, they can, because they have all kinds of facilities and everything, and the distribution channel and everything that they have in this business, they can just change the sand into PET and change the product. And they are in the industry, right? Is that what you are saying? I'm not sure I understand you correctly in the sense that the product is not unique at all.
Like what we said, we want other players to copy our product in order to bridge the gap between the industry of construction and construction materials and the real estate. And if ever there's new players, our company only caters to the 7% of the need of Gawad Kalinga, which is just one sector. So there's a big market for this product. So if there are new players to come in, there will be more houses to be built, which will help the country, the homeless.
I understand that, but then actually, when you talk about the newcomers, actually most of them would be the old players who would just change their product composition. And actually they have all kinds of competitive advantage in the business because they've been in the business, you know what I mean?
Yes, to guarantee our share of the market, again, as mentioned earlier, we'll be partnering with Gawad Kalinga. And Gawad Kalinga is, I know how you guys are looking at an NGO, but this is an NGO from the Philippines. And its backbone or the process has already been franchised or